Hello, awakened beings. Welcome to this channel. Here I do tarot and oracle readings to support you along your spiritual journey. If that interests you, feel free to check out any other content on the channel as well as interact with this video as you feel called to. Today's reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Excuse me. What to expect for the next 30 days, any challenges, any blessings coming in, what's going on. Let's tune in. Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Spirit is saying party, celebration. Oh. They keep saying that over and over. Okay, we also have Wheel of Fortune at the back of the deck, which is really good. Okay, and Two of Pentacles, some sort of decision. You could be honestly feeling like you're at a crossroads with something. Just with the Two of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune here, it's kind of like, okay, which option is going to bring me, the best results, right? And then we have Five of Swords underneath that. So you could also be, there could be something in your life that you were giving your attention to, and then, that's no longer, you're deciding to walk away from that and focus your attention on the other pentacle, right? So it just seemed like you had, more than one option or two pentacles, right? And then with the Five of Swords over here, this lets me know that you could be releasing that other option that you had to move forward in a way that brings you more blessings or has a better outcome in store for you. Okay. I'm just going to pause for a minute. Okay. What else do we got? Ace of Cups. Okay, so this honestly could let me know, or feels like part of your decision is to focus on yourself and not another individual, or to focus specifically on something that you love. So I just feel like, with all these other cards here, I'm not going to hold them all up, but it just seems like with that Two of Pentacles that I just showed you and the Five of Swords that, like I said, you're cutting off something and refocusing or redirecting your attention to that other pentacle. And so with this Ace of Pentacles here, this lets me know that this has to do with you, yourself, your passion, things like that. For some of you, you could, it's over the course of 30 days here. So maybe in the beginning, you're laying some sort of foundation, some self-love activities and things for yourself. And then later on, I do feel like for some of you, an opportunity for a new love could be opening up because of that work that you've been doing with yourself. You know what I mean? It's almost like your thinking is different, your behaviors are different, to where it's you're maneuvering down a path that opens up just more love into your life. Okay, let's also get a card for that here. An oracle. We have Victim. Yeah, so with that Five of Swords coming back to my mind, it could be that you're healing from that particular situation. So the Five of Swords indicates, so I have a feeling in my throat, which wasn't there before. So with this energy that I'm picking up on, it could be that somebody could have been silencing your voice or your thoughts, or maybe you've kind of had some feelings or underlying things that you needed to communicate but weren't really able to. But maybe I do feel like for some of you, you could have some sort of closure within the next 30 days, or be walking away from something and be healing from that with this Victim card. But ultimately, again, with this coming out with the Ace of Cups, I do feel like you are healing. So no matter what you're experiencing, in the beginning, or right after this situation, I do feel that you are recovering. And I do feel like you're taking your voice back, you are speaking, and you're feeling more comfortable about the situation. Okay. I do feel like there's a Libra here watching, Sun, Moon, or Rising, that is definitely just taking their voice back. Taking back their, free will to make decisions. And so with the Five of Swords, that could have indicated a It can deal with an oppressing energy, but for a lot of you, it just kind of seems like you were dealing with a situation that could have been spiteful and hurtful. Um, and ultimately, it wasn't peaceful. It wasn't peaceful. So I see you, like I said, recovering from that and bringing back more peace and love into your life within the next 30 days. Okay. Ooh, we got Four of Cups. Okay. So you are doing some contemplation. And this is quite interesting. Look at the difference between these cups. This is like a golden cup. So the traditional way that the Four of Cups looks is there's three cups in front of the person, and then the fourth one is like this, golden opportunity being handed to them. But typically the person is, focusing on what they lost or what's going wrong instead of, what's going right. And so this fourth cup here indicates, that cup that's going right, this golden opportunity, this aha moment, this like gratitude, yeah, it just. So I don't know, that the energy I feel around you, moving forward is just kind of like this cup full of gratitude, for whatever you learned, whatever experience you've had, there's happiness coming in, and it just really seems like you're focusing on the positive versus the negative. You're focusing on what the future can bring, what your next steps are versus the past. So I definitely see that for you. Okay, clarify Four of Cups. I do feel like because my voice keeps getting strained or like more strained, it seems like you're tired of talking about the past, or you're tired of entertaining it, you're tired of directing your energy to it. So I just see that if you're quiet moving forward, it's more so to preserve your energy and make sure that you're not giving your time and energy to the things that don't matter right now. So yeah, that's what I feel. Clarify Four of Cups. Joy. I just told you. I said this is a cup of gratitude, of joy, of happiness. Like, yeah, it just feels very full. So I definitely feel you feeling more freedom in your life, feeling more, it's almost like a weight lifted off of your shoulder, but just a lot more positivity. So I do feel like you could have been dealing with a particular person or a situation that was just very negative. And that's not really your vibe. You like to be optimistic, I'm seeing that here. So it just kind of seems that, this other option here with the that was bringing this Five of Swords energy or just kind of dragging on you, it just kind of seems like that wasn't bringing as much peace as it could have. And so you're definitely regaining that or refinding that peace within yourself and within, life moving forward. Okay. And we've got Three of Wands. Yep. This is my card of vision and manifestation. All right, let's get something on the Three of Wands here. So just staying focused, intentional. Anything specific here, Spirit? Ooh. Overcome fear. Okay, yeah. You're feeling very powerful. You're feeling strong, courageous. Yeah, it's almost like you're getting back to yourself. So whatever the situation or person or thing that was occurring that you're no longer choosing, it's almost like you're putting yourself first now, but also you're choosing to tend to your own fire, your own inner light. So you're not indulging in things that are dampening your light. You're indulging in things that are amplifying it. So I definitely feel that. Okay, so those could be creative things. It just, whatever brings you joy is what's helping you be more courageous, overcome fear, and just kind of feel more comfortable in your decisions and how you move about the world. Okay. Another, oop. Okay, we've got service. So I do feel like within the next 30 days that you're feeling more connected to others. So you could be engaged in community in some way, different activities, whether it's like, community activities or things with your work where you have to, provide some sort of a service, connecting to people and their stories, just kind of, meeting lots of new people, things like that. But I just feel like you're feeling helpful or you're feeling productive, and that's also adding to this joy. Okay. And I do also see with the Three of Wands that you're taking steps to align yourself with what you want to occur in your life. So with the Wheel of Fortune, it's not just like this spontaneous, like random occurrence of, oh, wow, this is, a good thing that just shows up in your life. Like, I honestly feel with the Three of Wands, this tells me that you have your eyes set on something in particular. Okay, and so with the Three of Wands, there's progress made to that specifically. So I do feel like whatever steps that you're taking to continuously engage in this thing that's bringing you joy and allowing you to, feel helpful and productive. Not only are you helping others, but you're like helping yourself at the same time. So yeah, it looks good. All right, anything else? Let's give your final card here, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Also, my attention is brought back to my voice, so you could be speaking a lot, networking, connecting. Like I said, with this community and being of service type of card, you could be introducing yourself, meeting new people, working with people, just kind of being like very social. Very social is what I'm getting. So that could also be, why my voice is the way it is. But I would say, with that Two of Pentacles that showed up, make sure that if you're being all social and stuff like that, that you're paying attention to your meter. Okay. Making sure that you are refilling your cup when you need to, essentially. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, just it's not just about networking and being in community and being social. I do feel like there's some sort of speaking that is important to you. So I don't know if you're doing like, a podcast, YouTube videos, having an important conversation with people that's very healing, making a speech, something like that. But I feel like your voice or your words are very important. Within the next 30 days, you could have something significant coming up. Okay. Ooh. Maybe even a singer or something. Okay, performer. All right. Okay, you got empowerment here. It says, when you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. Ashe, that's your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care.